guys and welcome back to my channel. My name's Carrie and around a week ago I got home from my most recent Disneyland Paris trip. I went in the first week of July and even though I didn't plan to buy many things, I somehow managed to find myself amongst all of the summer sales there and I picked up a fair few bits. Not as many things as normal, so I've decided to actually combine this with a couple of things I bought on my April trip this year because I didn't do a haul video for that one either because there wasn't really enough. So I'm combining both and I'm going to show you the random things I bought, and trust me, they are random. So I'll start off showing you all the items that I bought that were on sale, and basically the 25th anniversary at Disneyland Paris actually ends this September time, so most of the items in the sale were merchandise for that event. Obviously they're trying to clear it out gradually, and that kind of explains why some of it's random. So it's things that I have seen in the past year or so whilst the celebration's been happening, but I wouldn't really be gravitating towards unless they were on sale, if that makes sense, because basically this item it is placemats. Well, it says it's placemats or colouring placemats, so you kind of colour them in yourself and you can use them as posters or placemats, and as you can see I got them for €5. The original price was $15.99, which I would not have paid, but for €5 I thought, okay, that's pretty kind of amazing. And you get 16 different pieces of paper. I thought at first there might have been 16 different designs, but if you look at the back you get 4 of each 4 designs, so I'll show you these. So basically each design shows a different part of the park. So we have Frontierland, then we have like Fantasyland and the castle and everything, and the logo for 25 years of stars. Then down here, I can't see because of the camera, but one of them will be Discoveryland and one will be Adventureland. The actual pictures themselves look pretty much the same as on the front cover and everything, but I just think they're really nice, and I actually feel like if I colour them in really nicely, I might actually put them in a frame and display some of them, like the one with the castle and everything. Yeah, for €5 I thought it was a really fun find and a cute souvenir for the 25th anniversary, so I'm quite happy with that. Now this item definitely is one of the random things I bought, and basically it's a mask. Basically they had a design of a 25th anniversary like dress, like a dress-up dress for children that you could buy in the parks, and this was the mask you could buy to go with it. And I'd seen it around a lot and I never would have thought to buy it once again. It was originally, let me check, it was originally $17.99 for this beautiful mask, and I got it for €3. But once again, actually I did not mention this, with my annual pass discount I believe it was about $2.50, and I thought for €2.50 that is beautiful. Like I actually will display that on my shelf or something. I thought it was just really pretty, and because it was such a good offer I got 2. Like I said, very random, but I just thought they were pretty, and I wouldn't have probably paid full price because I'd be afraid they'd kind of break and I wouldn't really have a proper purpose. But for that price, like if I ever get invited to a masquerade ball, I'm all set. This next thing is probably my biggest bargain of the trip. Once again, something I probably did not need in life. But I did, in my defence, recently I was thinking I do need a new raincoat. You're probably thinking, where is this going, Carrie? Basically, I bought this, and it is very bright, I know. It's bright pink raincoat, and if you look at the tag, it says 70% off. 70% off. I was like, oh okay, so I had a look at it and everything, and it's quite thin. It's like, it's purple on the inside, so it's kind of a thin rain cagoule basically, and I just really like the logo and everything because I thought it was quite subtle. So it says Disneyland Paris 1992, and I just think that's really cute, and there's nothing on the back or anything because I was kind of bracing myself for a giant Mickey on the back, but there wasn't. And 70% off, I thought, oh okay, and then with my annual pass discount it ended up being about €10, and I thought €10, I'll get some use out of that. I feel like recently I looked in Primark at a raincoat and it was like £12, so I'm like, you know, I feel like it's actually a really good find. Like we saw them actually in quite a few shops. We saw them in a lot of the main street shops, like outside on display, and I tried on the medium at first and it was a bit snug, and I got a large in the end, and it's still not the biggest size, so that might be why they were on sale, because there was a lot of them, because normally I'm not that size in Disney merchandise. But yeah, I was really lucky that I managed to find my size, and I'll definitely find some use for it. The last 2 things I bought in the sale were for me and my mum once again, and these were on sale for €1, and they are the key rings, the little Mickey Mouse key rings. So it has like the little alphabet, so I got a C for myself, really cute, and then I got the L for my mum, and my mum actually has, I'm trying to think if I actually bought another one of these in my January haul, because for years this design has been around for years, and my mum's always had a letter L, and I feel like she might have got a new one recently, but I saw them in the €1 pot and I thought I'll stock up. Actually a lot of L's left, and there's a lot of L's and T's and E's. I found one C, that was a miracle, but yeah, you can tell there's like the odd letters left. But yeah, I thought that was a really nice little find for €1, so Now the next item was not in the sale, but I was actually lucky enough to stay in my dream Disney hotel on my latest trip. I got to stay in Disney's Newport Bay, and I actually thought I was staying in the Cheyenne, which was already very exciting for me because I had never stayed there before. But then my friend Elliot actually surprised all of us in the room to the fact that I was actually staying in Newport Bay. So I of course had to get the Newport Bay pin, and I'm not really a pin person, but I always get them for special occasions. I hope you can kind of see that. So it's got Donald Duck like kind of facing and then also facing away. It's got a little gold key that kind of hangs from it, and I just thought it was so pretty, so I thought I had to get that. It was $8.99, which I don't think is that bad, and I actually still haven't got the Santa Fe pin because I've stayed in 2 Disney hotels now, only the Santa Fe and Newport Bay, so I want to kind of collect all the pins actually because I feel like that's quite a cute thing to do. And like I said, I'm not a pin person, but it's not that hard to kind of collect those because it's only 7, so that's really cute, and that's probably one of my favourite purchases of the trip. And speaking of pins, I actually also attended the Marvel annual pass night whilst I was there, and that was very exciting. I actually did an actual vlog on that, so I'll put that above. I had mixed opinions on the actual organisation of the night, but overall it was amazing. That everyone who attended that actually got a pin included with their ticket, so I actually really like it as well, and I feel like it also commemorates the Marvel Summer of Heroes, so I really like that. It's obviously exclusive to that night, so it's quite nice to have. I was quite shocked when we got given that actually. We also got given a really nice programme for the evening with our pin, and I thought this was really well presented actually, like it's really pretty in like the little kind of folder, so yeah, I was really happy with those. As you can probably tell, it's now actually a few hours later, and whilst I was editing my video I realised half of the footage had disappeared. I have no idea if I deleted it or not, but I'm gonna film it again. And I think I managed to just finish talking about the Marvel pin, so in that case I'm going on to the few things I bought during my April trip. I literally only bought a couple of things during this trip, but one of them was a brand new lanyard, and this is the Alice in Wonderland lanyard, and I just saw it, and Alice in Wonderland is one of my favourites, and I really liked it. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but you've got Alice there. It's actually got some pins on, so just ignore those. And then we've also got like the Mad Hatter kind of detailing, all the teacups, the watch and everything for the White Rabbit, and I just really liked it. And it's also got, it's a Disneyland Paris collection. It's actually not the cleanest right now, I think. Obviously it's white and everything. I think I put it on the floor a few times whilst I was in the parks. But yeah, Disneyland Paris collection. I just really liked it. I was, however, a little disappointed that there was not a pouch with it. It comes with this little kind of card, which also has some pretty detailing on, but I bought a pouch separate, and the pouch itself was about €6, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually scratching off a little bit, so a bit disappointed with that. But it's just a classic design, so we've got the castle and the Mickey ear tower from the studios. But yeah, I wanted one with a Ziploc pouch, just to make sure my pass was actually safe inside. But I actually got quite a bit of wear out of it, so I'm really happy with that. And then this purchase is of course a mug, and it is still one of my favourites. I have a bit of an obsession with Disney mugs. I was hoping to buy one on my most recent trip. I was planning to buy the Starbucks mug actually, because basically the Starbucks in Disney Village have brought out their own Disneyland Paris range. So there's one for the Disneyland Park and then also one for the studios. And of course when I went inside there was a big display of them all, and it was only the studios ones, and they're actually €20 each. And I was thinking to myself like, ooh, I can see why people have chosen the Disneyland Park one over that, because obviously it's the prettier one, it's kind of more iconic. So sadly I could not get any, and they're not going to get any more in until next month according to the woman, so I was like, that's really not helpful. But I am still obsessed with this one I bought in April, and as you can tell it's the poisoned apple from Snow White, and I absolutely love it. Like, my mum looked at me and was like, oh, why did you buy that? And I'm obsessed. Like, I just think it's really nice. I think the detailing is amazing, and if you know what I'm on about, I don't know if it was I don't think it was a popcorn bucket. I think it was more of just like a cup holder, like a plastic one that you got a cup in during Halloween season. I think it was in Disneyland Paris for a little bit, but it was more popular in Disney World. It's basically the same sort of design but in a mug. I hope you know which one I mean, but either way I believe this was about I think it's about €16, the average price for a mug really in Disneyland Paris, but I'm really happy with this, and it's still the mug that I'm using the most at home. That was basically everything I've bought on my last 2 trips. I know it's actually not that many things, but overall I just thought it would be enough to make a little haul video because I just enjoy sharing it all. I do also apologise for the lighting changing. Like I said, I sadly deleted my footage, so I had to just do this last bit again. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do like if you enjoyed, and I've actually already uploaded 2 videos from my latest trip. I've done a food diary where I kind of documented all the food I ate. Let's be real, I probably spent more money on food than actual merchandise this time round. I've also got my vlog from the Marvel soiree already uploaded, so it'd be lovely if you checked that out. I'm also super excited to share my vlogs from my July trip. They'll be coming out very shortly, and I'll actually include a little like intro slash preview at the end of this video for you, so it'll be lovely if you subscribe to check those out. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.